Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Let's see which zodiac sign should get the next reading. Actually, we're just going to do Sag because I am biased, and if I have time for the other ones, I will do them. But this time, Sagittarius, I think we'll do you guys. Alrighty, let's grab you one of these. Let's get you some dice from your highest teams of light, ancestors and angels for your highest timeline. What's the most important messages that need to be conveyed at this time for the Sagittarius people and placements watching? Could be some kind of incoming communication. You could have been dealing with a Taurus in the past, or something about money, or maybe a Taurus, or something about that in the past position. No, very past. This could have been quite a few weeks away, or months, or years, who knows. But it looks like there's something about new communication coming in, though. So let's continue to see what we can get for your energies. Let's get something interesting here for Sagittarius. Messages for Sagittarius. Messages from their highest teams of light, most important, valuable messages to guide them towards their best, most beneficial timeline. Oh, from their spirit team. From their guardians and guides, most benevolent deities. So pay attention to your dreams. You could be sleeping more these days, or there's something about getting adequate rest. You could be really relaxing. It looks like your spirit team is really reaching out to you in that time, maybe. Maybe you notice that they're protecting you as well, or you're communing with them right before you go to sleep or something, but there's something about the sanctity of peace and the kind of, drifting off into dreamland or something. So let's see. Yeah, they really want to nurture you, I think, at this time. They might be trying to help you work on your own self-worth, self-value. You might notice things like maybe you're guided to do certain things that you didn't do before. Maybe you see somebody with a new hairstyle and you decide to try it out. Maybe it's a suggestion from your guides. Or maybe this is about seeing how beautiful you are, or loving yourself, really, in more facets than one. Loving yourself physically, loving your soul, loving your identity, loving your personality. Really taking stock of who you are could be really important at this time. Yeah, they don't want you to sabotage anymore. They really want you to let go of any kind of guilt or anything that people have put on you, I think. So, and this will really help you in the future so that you can manifest your life purpose and everything like that. So, yeah, action, courage is going to actually foster this courage, this spark that you need. You could have been very much like, maybe you always dimmed your own light, or you noticed people dimmed your light, but I feel like there could be something about being like unequivocally like confident, or just at least loving yourself. There's something about that here for sure. And I think this is going to be a spark that allows you to actually like nurture a flame instead of putting yourself out. What if you put yourself on? What if you pour some gas on that fire? What if you love yourself? Tell me more. Of course, everything in balance and moderation, but tell me more for Sag. What are the other messages for their highest timeline? Thank you. Any other messages I don't quite understand? There could be something you're distancing or separating yourself from potentially because you need to go towards your purpose, your dharma, your good north node. This is an area of your chart that might not seem familiar to you, but it's one in which there's a lot of good karma associated. And so you can't really be afraid. You can see how she's got a beautiful face, she's got beautiful makeup on, she's got a beautiful kind of determination to look forward into the future. So maybe this is you reflecting a lot on yourself, reflecting on your past. Tell me more for Sag. I'm so glad I came on to do a reading right now, actually. I really love doing readings. It's very cathartic for me. It's just so great. Because sometimes, I think, I literally heard this from Teresa Caputo and some other people, like, it manifests as anxiety when, like, there's messages or something. So I don't know. Let's see. Sag. What is that? Yeah, you could be reflecting a lot on yourself. I feel like you're somebody who probably doesn't have a big ego, and so there's something about, like, maybe boosting or bolstering your ego. And this could be, like, by looking back at your accomplishments of what you've achieved or what you've accomplished, but how far you've come. You know what I mean? Like, we are not the same. You are not the same. Isn't there a quote that says, like, it's not your fault where you're born, but it's your fault where you end up or something? So there's something about maybe loving yourself is really what I see. I mean, we all evolve with time. The universe evolves and everything like that. Humans evolve, souls evolve, collective consciousness evolves. This is reminding me of something that I heard about China. I don't think I posted it on my community page, but there was a TikTok, and he said that, I mean, I don't know much. I'm not like condoning the Chinese government, but like in ways it's kind of admirable. The fact that apparently there was a giant polluter or something, and they told this company to quit it, and the company didn't. Obviously, they didn't give a shit. They just continued, and they started to appeal against the government in China, and China like came along and shot the guy or something. Like the government shot him. But it was a funny TikTok because it was like how scared we are here to stand up to people. But anyways, let's continue. Versus like, I don't know, a different country, which is like, I think they said that, I think I read a comment that said like, apparently the Alibaba CEO was like kidnapped or something, and then he came back and he was like, no, my company's for the people. So it's really nice to see that that there are leaders that are leaders, right? They're not just selfish tyrants that think, it's just it baffles me how people can be so ungrateful. And of course, maybe it's not their fault, but I mean, it's a good thing that we are holding each other accountable. I hope more so in the future. That like, oh, your company, yeah, good, like just because you're the boss, but like even I've held positions, but I never treated people like below me or something like that. I don't understand that mentality of thinking that your success has nothing to do with the people that supported you. I don't know. Maybe this is a lesson. Maybe this is something that's important for you guys right now. I'm very grateful for you guys, of course. Anything else for Sagittarius, people in placements? Maybe there's something about that, like being a good leader. Tell me more, Sag. And you can't be too weak of a leader either. You can't be like having no self-worth, Anything else for Sag? But we definitely see like the kind of skewed kind of like levels of narcissism, with some of these billionaires and such. I think you were not seeing clearly before. You weren't seeing yourself clearly before. Yeah, there's something about like moving away from like connecting, always having to be with others, always having to like please others. There's something about breaking away from that and willing to go your own way is what I'm seeing here. You can see this guy. He kind of I never noticed, but he kind of looks like he's leaving a party or something. And he's like leaving for the jungles or something. So it's like you're not afraid to shed something is what I'm seeing. But let's see, Sag. Oh, we're going to get you a flower card after this. Yeah, Venus again, offer in the reverse. It's like you've taken some people are like reflecting on you because you're so distant to them. You can see that man. He kind of looks, he's like, what are you doing over there, Susan? She's like, fuck off, Brad. I don't know. But, I don't know. No offense against the Brads or the Susans or whatever. I've met good Brads, actually. I shouldn't have used that name, maybe. Maybe I should have used a different one, but whatever. I don't know. All right, let's get you some tarot for Sag. What are the messages for their highest timeline, most important, vital messages for our lovely Sagittarius? Four Swords in the reverse. You're moving out of I heard stasis. Maybe you were like in a period of pause. What does stasis even mean? What is that word about? It looks like there's something that's building in your finance. Knight of Pentacles energy here. Six of Wands. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, you're moving towards success. That's interesting. Maybe there's something about like finding truth or clarity about something that leads you to success as well. Let's see what the word stasis. A period of inactivity or equilibrium. So maybe you had to like balance yourself out. Interesting. You could have Libra placements. I know the Mars is about to move into Libra, so that's quite interesting. Mars is kind of rules anger, so maybe there's something about like anger in your relationships or having to go your own way in your relationships, severing, cutting off. Mars also rules knives, right? So, but of course, depending on the house that Libra is for you, will make further, more specific aspects or impacts. I wanted to say impacts. That's interesting. Maybe there's something like landing in your consciousness, or this could be like solar flares or like information, because I'm seeing like a meteor like hit the Earth and like the shatter of this like one. It's like sometimes, yeah. Humans get so cocky, eh? They think that we own Earth, but literally we've been, if you look at like archaeologists, planet Earth and the species on Earth have been wiped out many times before because of, sometimes we go through a certain part of an asteroid belt or certain things come flying towards us. So it's just like the fucking audacity, the cockiness of this planet of apes sometimes. Don't judge me, sorry. Or do, I don't care. Yeah, there's something about being courageous to go towards a new beginning. People could be trying to hold you back. You can see that dog kind of pulling. But I feel like you don't give a fuck. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna go over this cliff. Join me if you wish. I don't think they will. I don't think they can make it. I think these people are not on the same like growth as you. Like I think there's something about your skills and talents and abilities that is gonna help you move for this. Like maybe you've always kind of been like a self-starter. Oh God, I don't know what to do with the mic. Whatever. I'm just gonna leave it. I almost oh shit, this is really close. Sorry. Yeah. I contemplated whether I was going to show my face and do a live today or something like that, but I was like, because I don't know, I got myself all dolled up a little bit, so just normal, not even a lot, literally, just basic shit. But I decided not to because I figure I don't really like when people do tarot videos and I only see their face and I don't see the cards. I feel like I'm not here for the vlog. No offense. Like I love all these people that are vlogging because I love them too. And I love their messages and sometimes it works and it works for them. So it's great. And I like seeing them. They're beautiful and there's nothing wrong with sharing your beauty as well. And I think that's a really important thing actually. I think it's really good to share your beauty if anything. It inspires people. You know what I mean? But I figured you prefer the cards. And maybe I prefer the cards. So let's actually adjust this a little bit. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely moving towards some kind of like new beginning. This could be in your work, Six of Pentacles energy here. So yeah, you've kind of moved through something maybe already. You could have, I heard deadened it. I don't know. Oh, I heard Capricorn in my head. You could have been dealing with a Capricorn, or maybe something about a career. Maybe you deadened a career or something. But Sag, messages for our lovely. Actually, I want to use a white light for you too. That's interesting. Survival lizard. They say so. I think they said like lizards are one of the only creatures to survive when these things happen, right? Because they can crawl underground, or anything that can really go underground is safe, kind of sometimes. So, all right, let's see what this is about. There's something about developing like a thicker skin, like maybe you're adapting as well. Like you could notice you're changing for your environment, especially if you've been dealing with like a lot of conflict or a lot of, I heard atrocities, but maybe or sadness or something. I feel like you're evolving. Like this is somehow giving you more character. It's kind of like giving the vibe of like those people who have like really bad shit happen to them, but it like sparks them on a path or something like that. Like I don't know Joe Rogan's story, but I feel like he must have like how did he just like come out of nowhere and start doing a podcast? Was he like pushed to do that? Was it just like a hobby? It could have just been a hobby. I don't know. I have mad respect for him. He seems to have a real drive. So I like that. Lizard, let's see. Lizard. Not that I've been like always a fan of Joe Rogan. Like I used to roll my eyes at guys that would be like, "Oh, all I do is listen to Joe Rogan." Like years ago, I'd be like, "Okay, well, probably not going to get along," but I don't know. I used to think that he would only bring on kind of misogynistic people, but you know, you never know. All right, let me see. Lizard, there we go. Yeah, 'tis no good hiding in the sand. Be rock solid and make a stand. That's interesting. So you could be like unveiling something and not afraid to like leave your confines or something. Or maybe that's something that they're working on you with. Do what it truly takes to thrive. Endure and persist to survive. Yeah, there's something about your like strength. This could be in your work or job. You could be having a better routine these days. Like maybe there's something about little steps here and there, or like maybe you have like a different mentality about your routine these days that's helping things. Like maybe you just have a different like. I heard this great quote, and it said, "Just do the next right thing," and that's been really fun. In standing your ground, do not resort to malice or cruelty. Interesting. So if you were kind of thinking about, should you, throw everybody under the bus, maybe hold off. I don't know. You'll come off the worst. Interesting. Do not resort to malice or cruelty. So keep it pretty, keep it professional maybe. Your fears and the ways you're dealing with them are being revealed. You are coming up against someone who seems cold or uncaring. So show them tenderness, and if that doesn't work, show them the door. So you could have already done this. You could have had to show many people the door, especially with, Venus in the reverse in the past. This is about relationships. We did have Venus in conjunct to the moon today, I believe. It might still be active. I think it's dying down now, but that could have. I feel like quincunxes are always kind of like weird, uncomfortable energies, and Venus rules our relationships and our relationship to others and ourselves. So, but it's also like I don't know. It can also help you to see things in a different light, which helps you to see things more clearly in ways. I think because I've reflected a lot on relationships today, and I have a better one with myself now. So I don't know. Let's see. My kind has been around long before yours. Remember that as I tell you now, to take whatever means necessary to keep your head above water and see a plan come together. You may feel at your wits' end about a house move that's teetering on the brink, or the promise of a promotion that never comes, or money that you're still owed. You might have lost sleep over such challenges, or even question your own reasoning, but don't give up. Take a stand and get to know the laws and your rights and apply them. Interesting. We lizards have learned to fit in and thrive wherever we are for millennia. So maybe this is something you need to do, like fit in, kind of adapt yourself, or kind of, yeah, there's something about like, if like for example, if you're entering a room of certain people or people that you're going to work with or people you're going to be friends with, or this could be more professional though, and you need to match the vibe, or you need to understand what they want or what they're thinking about, or you know what I mean, what's going to help you in that situation. And this was no accident. Big or small, scaly or smooth, we familiarized ourselves with our surroundings and the situation and then became a part of them. So it's kind of like a hunter, right? Like if you're hunting something, you don't want to stand out with like the brightest shirt, most dazzled, like bedazzled. You would be very stealthy. You would be very careful. You need to get over your hurdle in life, whatever it is right now, and if you so choose, you'll be aided by my power to master the situation and survive through it, so that you too may thrive as a result. So this could be an opportunity to become a master of something. There could be somebody coming in. There's some kind of new communication coming in as well for you. This could be somebody quite powerful, is what I'm sensing as well. Or this could be about you mastering your mindset or your communication very powerfully. So let's get your advice for Sag. Once I find the deck that I want to use, that I moved. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's kind of like when you're in a room, like, is this the time for this kind of music or that kind of music, you know, in your head, or the vibe or the tone. So what's your actions for your highest timeline? That's interesting. Growth always means leaving something behind. Transformation, ending cycle, transition, time, necessary change. You can see that kind of beautiful horse moving on beyond some kind of relationship, maybe. What other actions? I heard something candid. I heard the word candid. Doesn't it just mean kind of like casual or chill? So maybe you're casually doing this, kind of very in your power. They don't want you to cause a ruckus or something. There's something about holding your strength, holding your self-respect, control, organization, stability, and form. Sagittarius. I think you're going towards something as well, something very like lucrative. What's the other advice actions for their highest timeline? And there's something about really calling in your power. I can sense it. Like there's something about, you know, calling in your spirit team, your guides. You can be praying constantly, but also not being afraid to embrace darker emotions or to utilize them, to transmute with them, to channel them. Anger is fuel, right? So plan for the future here. Find your inspiration to take action. So whatever you've got to do, right? The next right action, like we said, preparation, planning, expansion, established force, nobility, success, openness, and honesty. Okay, success, nobility, established force. I like this. There's something about you controlling your force, or like evaluating something maybe, so that you can claim it. Something about a Trojan horse kind of thing. You know, I think I heard that they didn't even believe the Trojan horse was real. They thought it was myth until they found it or something. Which is, I believe, it's just like a horse that they sneaked in through a gate to like invade the city or something like that. I don't know much about it. Change. Trojan horse. And I think it's also like virus, like in computer systems as well. Like a Trojan, right? A Trojan virus. Alrighty. Let's get you one. Or maybe somebody's trying to do this to you, so do be careful. I don't know. Sag, what other advice, actions for Sagittarius for their highest timeline? Manifest. Wow, yeah. Yeah. There's something that you can see maybe that others can't. I'm getting. Like you're very sensitive or something maybe, or this could be like people who have passed on, or energies, darker energies. You could pick up on and sense things. And this is good for you, actually. It helps you to understand your own environment as well, and how to maybe work with the energies. You could be like an elemental, like you could work with the energies around you, like psychometry or something like that. There's something about being receptive to that, at least. But anyways, you can make your imagination real. We have the Fool right on top of the Fool here. Beautiful energies. Tell me more about their actions. This could be like a new beginning of some sort, creative endeavor, inspiration, origin. Oh, especially if you're leaving someone behind. That's okay. That's part of your manifestations, it looks like. So Sagittarius, before we get any other cards or maybe some juicy messages, Sagittarius. I feel like they know I would stay here forever, so they're like, wrap it up. Wrap it up, buddy. Sagittarius messages. You put an end to something that wasn't growing. That's what I'm seeing. Let's get you some oracles for Sagittarius' highest timeline, most important valuable messages from their spirit team. If there's any messages in this deck for Sagittarius at this time, people in placements. I don't know why I do things without. I need to just stay tuned into my intuition. Sagittarius. So maybe that's a lesson here. Like, make sure that you're not like trying to override something. Make sure that you're listening to your gut. Like, don't try to force a shoe to fit that won't fit, right? Sagittarius messages for Sag for the highest timeline. Sunset dinner in the reverse. Okay, we already got that energy. I saw the King of Cups in the reverse, so that was somebody very emotionally manipulative around you, or this could have been you just not taking care of your emotions or something like that. Roses. A soft petal felt upon your flesh is ready to release her thorns. Maybe you're literally moving beyond something and you kind of have to let go of it. Like, you can see how she kind of looks sad. She's like crying on his shoulder or something. Or maybe you're reaching out to people around you, or crying to your spirit team, or having support with your spirit team, right? They could be coming into you and guiding you and giving you hugs and support. Anything else for Sag? For Sagittarius people in placements, most important valuable message from their highest timeline. They really just want me to wrap it up. Okay, we're just going to move on to the juicy messages. Oh, okay, I'm getting hot. Sagittarius, what are your valuable messages? Is there any last messages before we close the reading out? That was a lot. Anything else from their spirit team, guardians, and guides? I like to give equal opportunity to each bin of messages. Your grandma loves you, by the way. Or this could be someone passed on. Something about refining your skills or refining your talents as well could be important, or refining yourself, or refining your abilities, refining your goals, refining your methods. We have, you don't know how many people love you. Wow. Amazing. Amen. I mean, man, that's beautiful. Yeah, I'm hearing church bells outside. I love it. I'm so grateful that I live near a church. I love living near a church. He was trying to hurt your feelings. Yeah, this could be somebody you're letting go of or that they want you to let go of as well. Angels are with you. Always with you, I heard. Just wanted to bring you in close to abuse you. Projected their own lying nature onto others. What you're not changing, you're choosing. So I think you were ready and willing to make a change. Playing victim to try and go. What? Playing victim to try and go in? Maybe they're trying to enter something. Maybe that's like giving like Trojan horse energy, right? Like you were saying, like maybe this person's gonna be like, I need you, and then when they're inside, they like slap you and they like just take out your teeth or something. Because I saw this girl. Apparently, she was with her coworker, and she went to like a bar or something, and then like this happens all the time, right? Just she was too trusting, and she was around. There were even girls with her or something like that, and I don't know. Her drink got drugged, and then she was taken back to her place, and she woke up the next day and she didn't even realize how she got home. But apparently, her coworker brought her home. She was missing a tooth. Her jaw was broken, like. And she didn't file any charges, of course. I mean, I don't blame her for not. Like, I was attacked once, and I didn't file charges, and it was because I was going through after you've already been through the trauma, like going through police that, if anything, they usually hate you. Like, it takes balls. You've got to heal. You know what I mean? Like, even coming on here every day, like, it takes balls even just to post a video, because I have people actively disliking all my videos. And that's okay. That's okay. That's fine, because it's like probably there's a reason, or if not, God will do what's right, I'm sure. I believe in him, so whatever. But yeah, you're on the right path. Yeah, okay. But there are haters, and maybe that's important to know. Like, not to be too, like, I'm approaching the age where I'm not as naive as I once was, so they want a reaction, even if negative. Yeah, these could be people that are jealous, like she was beautiful, she was a beautiful TikToker. And it's a shame that, she's missing a tooth now. She has to go through surgery. She has to go through, get testing for drugs. But what kind of drug did he use? It's just fucking ridiculous. And maybe there's ways that could have been averted. Maybe if she was, we're all too trusting sometimes, and there are evil people around. Healing takes time. Yeah. So give yourself that time. Give your time the space. The angels are with you, though. Call upon them. Bring them in. Maybe working with certain sigils or drawings or art, or putting art around you or something can really help heal you, bring in those energies. I've really enjoyed it. I suggest it. Maybe look at art that really connects with you. A great way to do that, too, if you don't want something too expensive, what I've done. So I went to thrift stores and I've gotten picture books. And these picture books, they have beautiful imagery, and I'll just use that and some tape, and yeah. They are watching you. Yeah, there's gonna be people watching you, so do be careful, because you have a lot of, what is that? I'm hearing bigger fish to fry, or something like that. Lose you to love me. So this could be relevant. This is a song, Selena Gomez's song. It's a quote. It's a lyric from there, right? I'm praying for her as well. They're projecting weird energy onto you. Yeah, so make sure if you need to do like return to senders, do that. Like if you feel your energy being drained suddenly, or you feel like, there's just dark cloud around you, or you just feel like you're in stasis or something, make sure that you're doing return to senders. Make sure you don't even have to do anything. If you're that weak, you can just imagine, call in the golden white light of God. Imagine what I've done, is imagine all those kind of little fragments of that light turning into mirrors and then building a wall. And just continue to do that. It really cleanses your space. It really makes you feel lighter, freer. So stay balanced is here as well, because that's not fair that somebody's doing that to you. Be thankful for what you've been able to achieve. And they just wanted access. I also heard they wanted your success as well. Like maybe you're coming into some level of success. They just wanted access maybe to your success. You shall not pass, Gandalf. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So definitely check out that scene if you haven't seen it. Part of a prophecy. Yeah, this is something that was like always meant to happen. Maybe you had to come upon certain opponents, because the world isn't all love and light, and that's the reason we're here. right? We need to change the world. We need to have the balls to do it. Too many nice people don't have the balls, and that's what they need to develop. So yeah, part of the prophecy, empty promises. We have human form is new to you. Yeah, so do be easy with yourself. Maybe you're used to like different reincarnations where you were in a different form, maybe something that was smarter. No offense, plus to like the humans and to myself, of course. Or maybe you're a different creature, or you just had different environments around you, or different skills or abilities, right? So do be gentle with yourself, is all I'm saying, because obviously you reincarnated for a purpose for God. So we have healthy boundaries, self care. Yeah. A lot of that return to sender kind of stuff here as well to balance out, stabilize the energy. All right, we have always do you. That's right. I know that's right. Sorry. They just don't like your high vibration. That's toxic, man. But that's true. That's what I was saying. Like I was seeing somebody like on a totally. It's like comparing like a cockroach to like a puppy. No offense to cockroaches, they're beautiful in their own way, and they can embrace their creation and their manifestation or whatever. But it's like they're different creatures. Like if the cockroach was trying to act like a puppy, I mean, maybe people have pet cockroaches. I don't know, but like, I'm just saying, backfired. I'm hearing a shot, like someone loading a gun or something, like. So maybe there's something about that. Like maybe your spirit team has eyes on them. Yeah. I'm seeing them watching them with like snipers at every corner or something like that. So they could be like peeping that energy, or their spirit's watching out for you or something. So stop begging for the past. So you do need to let it go. Need to let it go. Need to let it go. Isn't that Meg Trainor? No, that's the song No. So maybe you need to practice saying no. Whatever you set your sights on, you will get it. So if you want it, you can have it. You can create it. You manifest it. It's the energy and intention, right? So do you want it truly? Is there anything blocking your way from, if you have negative, I heard this TikTok, she was talking about if you have a bad boss. Now, I don't know, like take it with a grain of salt, because I think if your boss is really bad, maybe God is guiding you towards a different opportunity. But she said she did a road opener, and then she did a sweetening spell on her boss or something like that. I don't know. If I've got to do all that to deal with some fucking piece of narc, I'm not going to be there. No offense. Whatever you set your sights on, you will get it. Tacky person. So yeah, you were dealing with someone very tacky, very shallow. Like they just couldn't meet you there. Like honestly, like they're just not as developed as you. Maybe they have different, and that's okay. They have their own separate vibe, their own separate soul purpose, their own separate mission. It's just not your mission, right? So maybe there's something about that here. Yeah. You got to be careful with those people, because they'll take you away from people who are on your mission, who would help you on the path, right? Everyone expresses skills in their unique way. Pray for strength. Continue to pray for strength. It's time to move forward. Amen. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little reading. Thank you for being here. Please hit like, subscribe. You are definitely loved, so loved. I'm actually seeing maybe like 15, 20 spirits or souls. Many spirits and souls love you. So I'd appreciate a like. Thank you so much. You can subscribe. You can get a personal using the Buy Me a Coffee link. We'll leave a tip through there. Best of luck. Continue to manifest, and take care.